Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is Alex here of Advice by Alex. I want to thank you very much for stopping by and giving me a listen to. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button with the little bell for all the notifications of when I go live. And of course, whenever I upload a new video as well. Hopefully, you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. Today is Monday, April 27th, 2026. I want to thank you very much for stopping by and giving me a listen to. So, today we are going to be doing a very exciting love and romance, what the love and romance energies are for the week of April 26th. So, we shall see what is in store for April 26th. And everything like that. So hopefully you all are doing well. Apparently there's a little bit of a better lighting today than there was when I recorded yesterday. I guess it's where the sun is out, so it's a little bit better with the recording as well, and everything of that nature. So hopefully overall everybody is doing absolutely fantastic, and everything of that nature. But yeah, so hopefully you all are doing well. And if you have not checked out the podcast special, please do so. That will be the last week of the podcast special before we go into a different special of the month of May, because we're going to be going into the month of May already, if you can believe it or not, and everything of that nature. So yeah, so that will be definitely very, very interesting as well. So, with that being said, I would definitely take advantage of the 30% off, as there'll be something completely different for next month, and everything like that. So that is where that is at. And of course, if you would like to get a personalized reading with me, you can visit me on my Etsy shop at Angel Soul Blessing 777. And then you can go ahead and get a reading there, and everything of that nature. So, but yeah, so that is where that is at, and everything of that nature. So, but yeah, so hopefully overall that you are doing well and everything of that nature. And, yeah, so hopefully overall things are good with you guys and everything like that. But I think that is all of the announcements that I have for today. So we're going to be going ahead and drawing the cards here. We'll do a moment of silence while I connect with your energy and the collective energy, for the messages for love and romance for the week. And then we'll go with the card portion. So the deck that we're going to be using is the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland. Cool. And everything of that nature. So I'm just going to see if I need to reply really quickly to that one or not. And that can wait until I am finished and everything like that. So, but it was a funny message. But anyway, that was where that is at, and everything like that. So, but otherwise, hopefully, you guys are doing well. I'm gonna go ahead and put down the mic while I shuffle, and we'll go from there. Okay. Doop-a-doo. So, what does everybody need to know for the week of April 26th, 2026, for the love and romance energies of the week? What does everybody need to know for love and romance for April 26th for the week? Oh, interesting. Okay. So I feel like the messages will be some of the same. I was already kind of getting a little bit of something something when I was drawing the cards. But let us go ahead and have our feet firmly planted on the ground, have our hearts wide open to be able to receive the angel messages that you are about to receive. And then we'll go here with a moment of silence while I connect energetically. And then, as I'm giving you my speech, that is my sign to spirit that I am ready to work and everything like that. And then we'll go ahead with the messages for love and romance for the week. So let us go ahead and just kind of relax, move our bodies a little bit, allowing ourselves to be open. Oh, that one spot is bothering me back there in my left shoulder. It is a typical spot for me and everything like that. So yeah. Um, but anyway, and let us go ahead here with continuing to move, allowing us to be open, and then slowly closing our eyes. And we'll go ahead and imagine that there is a white light surrounding us in God's white light. And we'll go ahead and take a deep breath in on the count of 3. And then we'll go ahead and take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. And let it out. 3, 2, 1. And another deep breath. And we'll take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. And a deep breath out. 3, 2, 1. And a deep breath in again. One last time. And take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. And let it out. 3, 2, 1. And we'll go ahead here with a moment of silence. At this time, ask your spiritual team for the messages that you need to be able to receive at this time. Now, I'll go ahead and take a moment of silence while I connect on a deeper level energetically. Alrighty, so what I'm really feeling when I'm tuning in to the energies for this week is I'm definitely feeling like there is more of a pause for this week when it comes to love and romance. I mean, I feel like there will be um things that are happening. There may not be outward action steps yet, is what I'm really feeling. So I feel like what I'm really being shown is like I feel like there is a lot of hesitation when it comes to love and romance for this week. So I feel like we want to be able to do things for love and romance and for our partner or POI or however we are in, like a situationship or whatever it is. I feel like this week is all about a pause, a breath, taking a step back to look at the entire picture, is what I'm hearing. And I feel like a lot of us are in our heads because there's more uncertainty with how we are progressing in the dynamic with our person, and where I feel like there is more, not just like there's unspoken words between the both of you. And wow, this message is really hitting home for myself. But anyway, there is that unspoken language that is needing to be said or spoken upon, and everything like that. So, and I feel like both of you are feeling like there is more to say, but neither of you are willing to take the action step forward to move it. And that's where that clarity is not there, and everything like that. So, um, yeah. So that is basically where that is at, and everything like that. So, yeah. So that is really where that is at. When it comes to really just I feel like there's unspoken words, unspoken language, between the both of you. I feel like you guys are wanting the same thing, but you're scared to admit it, due to whatever circumstance that it may be. In regard to um things moving forward, and everything like that, I was feeling something out because I feel like there was a little bit more that the angels were wanting to say. I feel like the message was feeling things out in times of uncertainty. So kind of feeling it out, trusting your intuition. If there has been moments that have happened, um, know that you're not the only one that felt that moment. The other person has felt that moment, and they're like, "Damn, what was that about?" And everything like that. Because I know, for me personally, when that moment happened for me about a couple of weeks ago, yeah, I would say a couple weeks ago. Um, and I was like, what the hell was that? Because it happened when I was not even expecting that to happen. But there was also where we had a lot of emotional bonding with my person that I was um, interested in. And yeah, there was just a moment and a pause where something could have happened where I was like in shock about. And I know that they felt it too, but I feel like we both pulled back due to our own fears and the boundaries that we have currently within our situation and everything like that. So it's just one of those things that there are moments that happen like that that are exactly where this message is happening. So, and I feel like that is very relatable to a lot of people, for this weekend, the collective, because I feel like both of both you and your partner are wanting more, but it's just where you are not sure of how to move forward, and everything like that. Due to whatever the issue is, and everything like that, it may be more on them instead of you, but you could also have to reflect and see why, that is. And for those that didn't watch the weekly video, I talked a lot about myself. Personally, I learned a bigger lesson for myself is that I want to be accepted for all of me. And that was definitely a hidden message that I wasn't exactly aware of until I explored it. And sometimes that there are underlying things that need to be explored before moments increase again. And I do feel that it will, and everything like that, but it's just a moment of clarity that needs to happen so that way when things do align, it is where it's in a better place. So that's kind of like what I am really feeling. I don't know why my team brought that up and my personal example, and everything like that. So yeah, that is very, very interesting. But no, just know that when there are moments like that where there is something more could have happened, and then there was a step back, just know that you both felt it, and there was a reason for that moment, because you both are exploring that what if this can lead to something and everything like that. So, but anyway, let us get on here with the card portion. It's already 15 minutes into the video, and I'm already knowing that this is going to be a longer video. But anyway, this is believe and succeed. It is have faith. So having faith, having courage within yourself, and trusting in the divine. This is a very Archangel Michael card. And they're also pointing me to the solar plexus. So if you're feeling unbalanced in the solar plexus, then this is a good time to be able to evaluate why we are feeling imbalanced in our solar plexus, and whether that can be letting go of control, having more courage, and everything like that, and believing in yourself and the situation. There are a variety of reasons, but this is again a collective. So those are just some of the priorities. So dedicated effort. So even though if there are not external changes, I feel like there is more happening behind the scenes. And I feel like that is where you both are learning lessons behind the scenes. Even if you're not saying that you're learning lessons to each other, you are both learning lessons. And I know for me, the person that I am thinking about, they have opened me up to things that I have shut down for a while. And now it's like bringing up things that I'm like, oh shit, I haven't worked through that. Now I gotta work through it because it's being brought up. I'm like, damn it. So, like, shit, you know? Like, we all gotta work through our shadow work in order to be in the place for things, you know? But it's like, damn. Or we may be feeling things that we haven't felt in a long time because we didn't think we were capable of feeling those things again. Whew, it's getting hot in here. But anyway, we have awaiting results. So we're awaiting on the potential, the possibilities of what is to come. Remember to let go of expectations, letting go, enjoying being in the moment with your person, letting things develop naturally. If they are meant to be, they are meant to be. If they are there for a season, a reason, and a lesson, they are there for that as well. And everything like that. So, but anyway, let us go ahead. And we also have is take the lead. This is all about exploring the about taking action, standing up, having the courage to be able to move forward. So knowing that things will happen, and this is also a new symbol that has developed, which is acknowledging the feminine and masculine side of each of us. So feminine and masculine can go hand in hand with each other, and they can also be like butting heads at times if they're not balanced, and everything like that. So, and this is where it is. So it's all about like holding that idea, holding that spark, and running with it instead of just pondering. That is kind of like the theme. The next is that we have is a blossom, which is all about growth potential. Things will build and things will come together. It's just a building block. And good things take time to build, especially when it comes to love and romance, is that it is good because when it's really fast, the flame can burn out faster than a blink of an eye. So, yeah. So that is definitely there. In everything of that nature, I'm going to put the mic down here while I shuffle. And we have the romance deck by Doreen Virtue. And we'll go ahead and draw some cards from there. What does everybody need to know for love and romance for the week of April 26th, 2026? Wow. Can't believe we're going into the month of May already. Where is this year going? I feel like this year has gone by so fast. Holy moly. Damn, we have some good cards this time around. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, and I also forgot the overall from the other deck. So the overall here is that we had was just breathe, taking a step back, acknowledging that things will come together, trusting in the flow, and everything like that. And looking at a mirror of ourselves. So what is it that is reflecting back to us? And giving and receiving, so equilibrium balance. So equal give and take. Love is definitely an equal give and take of that as well. So what you do have here is reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So for some people, this is reconciliation where you were not together, or you were together and then you broke up and separated and then you're coming back together. But this can also be where, if we are looking about it this way, if it's a new person, then this is also referencing the fact that you had past lives together and then you're coming in unison in this life, and everything like that. And that is where that is for some people. And everything like that. So yes, and people that we attract into our lives, we've been with them before, many lifetimes, and everything like that. So it's not our first rodeo together. I know for me personally, the person that I am into is where we've had many past lives together, all very much intimate, and everything like that with each other. Never been in a relationship yet, but that potential is still there. And even if it doesn't happen in this lifetime, I feel like this is if it doesn't happen in this lifetime, it's a catalyst for the next lifetime, because I feel like that's going to be like, shit. Our souls are probably like, what the hell are they doing? Because it's like an easy fit. But anyway, we have here is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So being open to exploring the romantic side. I love that. Really, that is one of my favorite things, you know? So, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So, enter the new energy. Or if it's a past person, then it's just where you're in a new energy field, and everything like that. So, it doesn't have to be, it's recaptivating the new feeling of love for the both of you. So that's usually what is represented with this card. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And everything like that. So that is there. And everything like that. So, person, I know you're trying to call me. I will call you back after this reading. But yeah, so that is where that is at. So, and they are there. So the answers to your prayers have been heard and answered. So let your friends help you. Ask for help and support from others. Even if you are feeling uncertain this week, it is where you can gain some clarity from friends and a spiritual advisor or things of that nature. So that is very much there as well. So the overall here is that we have is attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. So a reminder to be in the present when you are able to feel that attraction. And everything of that nature. So we also have as religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And that is very much where that is at. Spiritual path right there. And everything of that nature. So that is there. Okay, so we'll go ahead with the daily guidance from your angels by Doreen Virtue. We'll just draw 3 from there. Since this video is already so long, I don't want to make it too long again, but it is what it is. Okay. So, what does everybody need to know for love and romance for the week of April 26th? They never usually call me this early. Okay. Okay, so family. This situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal in your mind and heart. Surround this person yourself in an experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within this situation and allow yourself to feel peace. So, what I'm really feeling from this card is that it's all about that loving feeling that basically where you know this person before, and then I feel like the angels are also guiding us to work through the shadow aspect of whatever it is issues with our family. So, usually, whenever we have issues in a relationship or there is like um, that constant loop that is happening, is where that can be related to trauma with our mom or dad or other family members. And it's time to look at those relationships and within your family to be able to acknowledge what we need to work on and heal. So that is also very much there as well. So we also have is joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It is the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at the highest possible levels. So, being in the now and having joy. And for many, a dolphin is your spirit animal. So, keep that in mind. And everything like that. I know for me personally, dolphins are my spirit animal. Always have been, always will be. And they like to remind me a lot of different times to have fun and not to take life too seriously. Law of attraction. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align with them. With love, peace, and harmony at your request, we will gladly attune your energies to the higher frequencies. So that is the law of attraction. So that is helping us to attract our person. So we'll go here with the shadow work. The shadow work deck. What does everybody need to know at this time? What does everybody need to know? Wow, okay, I shuffled, people, I shuffled. Oh my goodness, okay. Ow. Okay. We'll just say that some of us might be a little triggered by the shadow work cards this week, but I do apologize, but that just that's something that needs to be explored further of why that you are feeling triggered with it. But this popped up again, which is needs denial. And self-neglect, resentment, and inner depletion. So this is where what is it and within ourselves that is not meeting our needs? What is it that we feel that we are lacking? Either from the partnership or within ourselves that we feel that are lacking. So that is very much there, and very much important to ponder as well. So that showed up in the weekly as well. So I just want to say that it came up again. Performer, image management, validation, addiction, emotional split. So who are we trying to please? Are we trying to please others? Or are we trying to please ourselves? And everything like that. So not trying to um not trying to be able to um meet others' expectations, or we got to think about what we need. And that can go back to needs denial of why we reject certain things because, or accept certain things in our lives because we go by the standards of other people and not ourselves. Good thing to think about. Fixing isn't healing. Boundaries, self-focus, release. So, yeah. So trying to fix the solution isn't necessarily involving the healing process. Yes, healing is part of fixing the issue that we have, but fixing it and coming up with it is not part of the healing issue. I'm trying to think of an example of that, but my mind is not thinking of an example currently at the top of my head, and everything of that nature. So, but yeah, so we'll go ahead with the Soul Lessons by James Van Praagh. What does everybody need to know for this week? What does everybody need to know for this week? Ah, okie dokie. So we have is courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So being bold in who you are, having courage to be able to move forward, not being afraid of the what ifs, and everything like that. So very much an Archangel Michael card, and everything like that. So and then also we have here is patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So having patience is key. Sorry for those that don't like the P word. I'm so sorry. It popped up. I know, and I know. And everything like that. So yeah, so that is very much where that is at. And then we also have a success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So success. Think it will be successful in the connection. So definitely very good cards. So go here with the soul truth. Let me put the mic down while I shuffle. Ooh. Okay. Wow. Okay. This literally came out and I didn't even say anything, but am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up to my life? So are we focusing on ourselves to be able to move forward with the connection? You are the asset. The body is your vehicle. Notice how your body is feeling, how much sleep you're getting, and what you can do to help your body rest. Today's soul action: take a bath, put on some lavender, essential oil, go to bed ridiculously early, or give yourself a timeout today. Notice your body thanking you. Today's mantra: the more I give myself permission to rest, the more I can contribute. So that is absolutely amazing. And that brings us to the end of the video and everything of that nature. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button as well. And hit the little bell for all the notifications of when I go live. And everything of that nature, so that way you know. Also, if you would like to get the podcast special, the 30% off, visit me on my Etsy page at Angel Soul Blessings 777, and then you'll be able to get that special. And also, if you have not checked out the podcast, you can do so. And if you'd like to submit a free question, you can do so that way as well. And everything like that. And also, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Can't remember what I was going to say. I think that was about everything. But if you would like to get a personalized reading with me, you can always do so. And then, yeah, so that is there. And if you don't want to pay through Etsy, you can always pay through the other things that I have available, such as Cash App, Venmo, all those good things as well. So that is very much there. And until next time, everybody, I am sending you so much love, angel blessings, and I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic week. And I will talk with you all very soon. Bye, everybody.